Amigos, guess what is back in the news? Believe it or not, the scandal of Governor Andrew Cuomo in New York. It's because the New York legislature just issued a very scathing report on the scandals, plural, regarding Cuomo and his former leadership of that state. Here's what one of those legislators had to remark about it. And this is Assemblywoman Mary Beth Walsh of Boston. She said the report includes sections examining allegations of sexual misconduct, Cuomo's controversial book deal, the former administration's handling of data on nursing home COVID-19 deaths. The sexual harassment section includes a couple of things that made my jaw drop. A couple of things that made my jaw drop. That is from Assemblywoman Mary Beth Walsh. Joining me now is another Assemblyman, and this one is Kevin Byrne. Kevin Byrne, I don't know if you, because I know it's not public yet, so I don't know if you've been able to see the full report. Have you? And do you know what the Assemblywoman is speaking about when she says it made her jaw drop?
Yeah, thank you, Steve, for having me. I know Mary Beth Walsh very well, and she's a tremendous advocate for folks up in Albany in the Assembly. I did get the chance to read the report. It's about 45 pages, and a lot of the things that were put in the report, some of it's been publicly reported already. The allegations made against the governor about sexual misconduct, inappropriate touching, it's very, very troubling, but it also does touch on a lot of other inappropriate actions and, I'll say corruption from the governor, whether it's the lack of transparency with the COVID-19 numbers in nursing homes. And you can draw a straight line to that, from that to his book deal where he personally profited from. So there's a lot of very disturbing things in the report, and New York is better off without Andrew Cuomo serving as governor.
Sure, that's for sure. I wish we could get rid of that other Cuomo, get him off of CNN. But listen, Kevin, I want to ask you this, and just quickly, if you would, please, because unfortunately we're a bit short on time. But regarding the political opportunity here for the Republican Party has basically been shut out of state politics for a very long time, let's face it, in Albany. Might that change? And I know you're running for a different office. Do you think there is opportunity here for you and for people like you to perhaps awaken the voters of New York that they need a real two-party system?
Absolutely. I mean, so this Assembly impeachment investigation has lasted over 8 months. They announced this in March. The families that were trying to demand answers after that disastrous, deadly March 25th mandate of 2020, it's been over 20 months. If we actually had checks and balances and a Republican presence and majority in the Senate or the Assembly, I think we would have had answers a heck of a lot sooner. But it does trickle down to every layer of government. I am running for Putnam County Executive, and I think you need leaders and strong voices at every layer of government here in New York State. And I do think it's a benefit because people have seen, whether it's the elimination of cash bail or it's just distrust in your government.
Sure.
They elect people to represent them, and constantly they're just giving away more powers to big governments, special interests and decision making.
Kevin, listen, got to run. But I appreciate it, and we certainly do need a real opposition. Even if you don't take power, we need a real opposition in New York. Best of luck with your campaign. Thanks for being here.
Thank
Folks,
you, sir.
more Cortes and Pellegrino coming up.